It's gonna be vicious. It's gonna demand the most intense precision from the gladiators in the arena. Rocket League fans around the world bear witness to Falcons versus Karmine.
It's the Battle of Champions, a star-studded cast in the semifinals.
If you're a competitor, you live for moments like this, Jorby, a stage like this.
Karmine Corp started earlier today. This whole crowd cheering them on the whole way. Falcons, public enemy number one. Well, you heard the Nets talk about it, James. 1A, 1B. That's what these two teams are. And EWC, Falcons could not take down KCorp in home territory. Will the story be different this time?
But on the flip side, we saw Virtus.pro on Team France. FIFA E be taken out by these very same players on Team Falcons. Truly is the one to strike first.
That didn't take too long. Ross with no boost, and Demo opens up the back of the net, making it easy for Drawley. And KCorp start early.
And it's been Drawley who's been the kryptonite for Team Falcons. He was on that Team BDS roster that defeated Team Falcons at this very same point in the World Championship last year. Is Drawley the answer for KCorp?
We have really never seen a run like Drawley has had over the last year plus. The winner of 4 of the last 5 lands, not even with the same roster. Certainly been an incredible journey for him. A great start so far for KCorp. Had control of the midfield, the ball was kicked away. TRK,
What attempt? That was well dodged by Drawley. He does get stopped by Rawas. You can see the attack shaping up now for Team Falcons.
next up TRK. Killers down the midfield line. Drawley and Virtus.pro waits for it. Very slow start to this game, measured approach by both teams. Hang on, Atto couldn't quite get TRK out of the way. Hot shot easily denied by Rawas.
The pressure. KCorp, they have the advantage so far. The slim chances that Team Falcons have had, they've shut down quickly, but even there, you see Virtus.pro, such a good 50. Rawas will try to turn to make something happen, and oh, hold on. Whoa. He's faking out the defense, but Atto, he comes in to save the day.
We've seen him do 1v3s like that before. Counter-attack, demo in the sky. Rawas has the boost to avoid Virtus.pro. Falcons will survive that transition, but they can't really get anything set up on offense right now.
Still very early. You look to Killers. He was #1 in scoring, and not only #1 in scoring, Jorby, but shooting a staggering 40%.
Nice little pinch from Atto. Has been really a feeler game. KCorp, the first free touch. Killers had the first clear. No one's back in net. Off the post, off the bar. Nothing here for KCorp.
Virtus.pro coming within centimeters, getting a good skip touch on that. You can hear it clang off the bar. KCorp let Team Falcons back in. It's an opportunity to get an insurance goal, but against Team Falcons, it won't be that easy.
Rawas can't avoid Virtus.pro. Ooh, Killers decides to take it with the threat of a bump on the way. Atto gets in the way. Rawas.
He's got to touch
Drawley's already in the air.
Oh, Drawley doing so good to shut that play down. Virtus.pro was being harassed on the back line. Drawley is that player you put your faith in, looking to go back to back as a world champion.
Falcons still, they keep getting pushed back over to the corner. They do not have as much time behind the ball right now. Atto, quick shot. Drawley tried to dunk. Not successful. Virtus.pro first 50, second 50. Back to Atto, slows it down. The shot denied by Rawas.
You like the idea from Atto there, the light touch, trying to throw off the defense by going to that far post, but the adjustment was there. Team Falcons and KCorp, when they match up, usually it's a shootout, usually a high-scoring affair, but so far this single goal for KCorp is enough.
They've done this before. They can hold on defense for this last minute 15. As Drawley doesn't get the boost steal. Rawas gets it. Gets the 50. That buys some much-needed time for Falcons to get set up. Rawas getting it done himself. 50 goes right back. TRK pass, but Killers was a little far back.
Oh, there's a
double
double
tap it. They got caught out. Goal for KCorp.
A demo on the third man. huge.
And he was waiting for TRK's pass. You saw him inching forward, and TRK's pass was nowhere near him. Opened him up to get deleted.
That's the risk of making a weak shot on target. You set up a counterattack for your opponents, and KCorp missing a beat.
Oh, you're knuckled up because KCorp are giving Falcons a ride right now.
Oh, multi-round double. Yeah, I was asking myself a question, Jorby. How much is home field advantage worth? I think we might be getting our answer in game one.
The crowd are answering it. KCorp are answering it on the field. 38 seconds, 3 goals for KCorp. Picking up right where they left off earlier today. And man, what a story for both of these teams. Both winning a major each. And KCorp coming back to France, coming back home at the World Championship, and putting on a 3-spot, 4-spot. Yes, sir!
The Blue Wall are not slowing down!
Now what do you do if you're Falcons? You've not possessed this ball at all this game. KCorp have wrenched it away from you. What most Falcons have been able to do is, keep it in their own half for a little bit. Matira wants a 5th goal. And we saw it yesterday, James. KCorp, they don't care how much they're up. They're going to try to score for 0 seconds. They're going to pop it up. They want to put a show on for the fans here at home. Game 1, certainly a great start here. Falcons, after a spot.
Is contagious, it is spreading, and the Blue Wall, they look unstoppable at this moment. Team Falcons have a lot to prove in game 2.
Starting to feel a little bit like Birmingham. Over their playoff run, they made quick work of every team that they faced. It didn't matter what level that team was playing at beforehand. They all look the same underneath the blue wall. Atto gets stopped by TRK. Drawley forces it, no boost. Forced to retreat. Matira will have to buy a little time. And maybe just score when it's just high. And Roas gets there. Atto. Nothing there, he gets deleted. Falcons have to find a way to put together a possession. They can't get KCorp off the ball.
Now where is this #1 offense? Right now it's all KCorp. Team Falcons do have a little bit of space, but even there, Drawley's got no boost. Dives in and gets an effective challenge. Fatira keeping it in.
That's just confidence. You know that you're playing better. You know, you said it, belief. And it's shown in the car language right now for KCorp. Falcons can't even hang on to the ball. Killers does get a little bit of it, but it's lost. And KCorp are in the perfect position. Atto just can't find the target. TRK no boost, wins 150.
Great 50.
The Killers! Falcons score their first!
That was a wonderful 50 from TRK. He knows he has support to his left. Perfect 50 out right on the nose of Killers, who has been the tip of the spear of the Team Falcons offense, and comes up big with that goal.
And it comes on the ground, where they have not won in the air at all in these first 6 or 7 minutes, James.
And usually when you see Team Falcons, especially against Team Wildcard, they're playing fast, they're getting up in the air, they're hitting the ball off the corner, going for those fakes off the corner, off the backboard, getting the defense uncomfortable, but we've really not seen KCorp forced back to play much defense. Even on that play, they didn't even get back in time to play defense.
Even against Wildcard, Falcons were only scoring 1 goal a game for the majority of the series. So this offense, and then you run into this here on KCorp, you start well. Can you start building momentum here? The quieter you can make the crowd, the better your chances of switching the energy in your favor. Roas using those chain dashes and a little bit of boost he had, but he can't get a hold of the ball. Drawley's got the boost. Atto on the wing. Killers got forced up. Vatira catches it, and Falcons are all stacked up there.
Yeah, you saw multiple Team Falcons defenders stacked. They're so awkward now. You can even see TRK having to go for that ball from a backwards position. Killers, not much boost left to get the touch, and not the best touch from Atto. Now, this will give an opportunity for Roas.
Drawley doesn't have any boost. It has to be Vatira. Vatira, follow-up. Killers actually hit the brakes. TRK was on the wing, but wasn't in position to take the 50. Now Atto takes the 50. Drawley, 1 touch. Oh, Drawley, oh my God!
Another perfect 50 sets up
again here on the kickoff. And now it's KCorp playing that ground game as well on the 50s. Vatira getting harassed by Roas on the backside, giving a little bit of space here for Falcons. Killers has the touch against Vatira. TRK on the wing. We saw Atto coming in quickly, not letting the pass develop.
Roas called off by TRK. Tries to get it up and over Drawley, who sends it right back down. Oh, it's a little greedy from Roas, but it does find its way back to Killers, who finds Roas, and now TRK! The net was open, and he couldn't hit the mark!
You will never see a net more open at any point. KCorp will likely never give you that look again, and they get away with it. TRK, who's usually so good at punishing those opportunities, the 3-time MENA MVP, couldn't put it away. Killers might find a way through, though, as Trolley with a full tank, looking for safety. Roas gets faked out by Trolley, who's in his head right now.
Vatira will boom it towards net. TRK has to go for it. Well-placed clear by KCorp. Really nice pop by Roas, who's doing work on low boost, but Killer comes in and actually accidentally bumped his brother.
What's the plan there? Falcons, a little off. Is it the energy in the stadium? Yesterday, the struggles against Wildcard, when the crowd went completely against them as well. Is that affecting this approach? Is that affecting the best offense in the RLCS?
Under a minute left to go. Roas couldn't get it cleanly over the defense, but a clear is stopped by TRK. Team Falcons starting to inch up. Atto flicks this past the halfway line. Atto again, reset. Back down to the ground, and it kicks off his car, but Vatira's right there.
He was able to scoop it. TRK's forced to dump it. It's not the greatest touch, though. Atto, barely any boost, and he just puts it away. Even when it was uncomfortable there for KCorp, they find the right touch. They find the optimal one. That one wasn't optimal, but they whiffed. TRK going through. Still everyone from KCorp posted. Goal for Killers!
You saw that the blue wall was awkward on defense. TRK getting up high. Drawley not able to get the clear. TRK doing so well there. And even there was a fake as well that set up the play earlier. Team Falcons, they come up big late in the game.
Yeah, the fake from Roas that forced everybody up the back wall. Now Drawley gives it right back. Vatira doubles one. Atto, no boost shot, but it's a bouncer. Drawley!
TRK dove in. Killers hit it away from him. No clear comes out. And KCorp capitalize.
Responding again, Falcons. They had a good push, but KCorp always got another trick in the pocket. Drawley pulls it back to Vatira. They want to end that one in regulation. Drawley with no boost. Oh, actually, that's a pass to Atto. Atto fake. Vatira, a little too heavy. We got OT.
Overtime. Golden goal game 2.
Falcons, best looks that they've had so far. KCorp, they've been a little awkward on defense. Drawley also a little antsy when he gets on offense. We've seen him double commit a couple times on the other side.
But on the flip side, we also saw the double commit on the goal line in the final seconds that let KCorp back into this. It's clear that both teams are feeling the pressure. The nerves are starting to show.
Falcons, all that said and done, you're only as good as your next 50. Take the boost, nobody takes the ball. TRK back pass, Killers gets bumped out of the way. Atto, no boost, and challenged anyway. Trolley, heavy touch, did his best to recover. This is looking dangerous right now. KCorp don't really have a great handle here on offense. They keep getting bumped, and the touches, there's too much space between KCorp attackers, defenders, wherever they are on the field. Atto on the ground will get a 50.
Vatira there to quickly help out, trying to keep that ball close to him. Clear up the gut. Drawley's there. Does he have enough boost to do anything? Ran out. So did Atto. This is a counterattack opportunity, but you see Team Falcons also low on boost. Everybody running on fumes. KCorp does get boosted up. The clear attempt stopped by Atto.
Killer's got a full tank. It's got to be him. The fake from Drawley.
Vatira.
He leaves it. Vatira's the whole way back. He sees Roas. Great vision.
Oh.
Now he's got to defend the shot. Roas with no boost. Can't quite punish. It's awkward. TRK not going to get any good rebound here from Atto. but a very uncomfortable position for a second there. KCorp still can't get the ball. Falcons starting to heat up. TRK just high.
Another opportunity. Killers goes for a double, and it's cleared out by KCorp. They're barely surviving, Jorby.
Still, Roas is finding a way to get back to the ball. KCorp needed that clear. The Falcons are maintaining possession. Roas has no boost. The midfield got stolen from him, and the corner. TRK no touch. Killers forced to run back.
A little bit of an awkward touch, but Killers, well, he does end up getting 50'd off the corner. Roas trying to double this, staying on it, buying lots of time, but does give away possession.
Oh, Trolley, I think he was hoping for Atto to back him up there, but he couldn't connect. KCorp quick out. Oh, that forces Roas back.
That was such a huge win in the corner. Had that 50 been lost, KCorp would have been in trouble. Team Falcons are surging in this overtime.
Another one here for TRK. Saved his flip, trying to get another 50. Killers narrowly avoids the demo. Trolley another clear, but Falcons now have been holding possession all overtime. TRK.
Vatira on the wall, shot back post, and it's saved by Trolley.
Roas is not quite done. Around the corner, wants the boost, he's got it. Trolley, he chips around though. Killers misses the 50. Atto, hard hit, and he makes one miss. But no one from KCorp is ready for the follow-up. Double tap is wide. Atto, awkward. It's just high of the net. Nobody from KCorp is there. Atto on the top of the net. Another high. KCorp surviving on fumes.
It's a barrage.
TRK, there's no opening. Pops it up high. There's still no boost for KC.
Team Falcons, shot after shot after shot. KCorp saving it by the skin of their teeth. But how long can they do this?
Oh, shot underneath. What a save. Are you kidding, Vatira? Another one. Atto. It's a double side flip here from KCorp, and somehow they survive for now. But Falcons are flying. Falcons are scoring!
Team Falcons are soaring now. Roas plays the 50. Last play to be able to have the presence of mind, not just to dive in, but play it slow, go for the 50, force that ball in. Perfect call.
Falcons have put a dent in the decibels here, but the KCorp crowd are trying to inch it back up. TRK looking for a quick 50 in the air. Falcons want to start right where things left off at the end of game 2. Killers went back. Vatira ready for now. Trolley, he slips it. Roas, diving stop.
The hammer save from Roas. Came right down on that ball. Another shot. TRK back in time to get that save.
Enough for Trolley to get that midfield boost and steal this ball away. He's got Vatira on his left. Dropped it for the 50, but Atto was ready for it. Left side, Killers right in front of the ball. Vatira will buy plenty of time. Roas and Killers both on the backboard. Trolley steals Roas' boost and now bumps Killers out of the way. Trolley doing a lot of work. Another demo. Double Trolley and Atto combined.
Back-to-back demos for KCorp. Right into a dish.
Oh, and Trolley was so critical. He not only steals the boost, Roas is left with nothing, then he bumps Clears, puts him in position to get demoed. Another demo, and Atto has an easy path to the goal, but all set up from Trolley. Now a little give and go as Killers, no boost, couldn't get it by Atto. Roas fakes the first touch, puts it underneath the Killers. Trolley forces that 50, and Vatira will have a free ball in the midfield. Takes the space given. 50 underneath, Atto lurking, wants the bump, not gonna get it. TRK was there.
I like the play, but Team Falcons sniffed it out. They knew that bump was coming. KCorp, they needed that stabilizing goal. Back in the lead once more. Another opportunity. Atto going for a pitch pass off the backboard. Vatira lays off.
This is a good possession so far as well. Trolley wins another touch. Roas forced to go quickly. TRK also a little starved. Roas is on small pads. Killers is low. That's a shot. It's too light. Roas has a full tank.
It was light, but it made things awkward for Team Falcons. Roas with a heavy clear out, though, will let Falcons reset.
KCorp have to avoid bumps every time they try to push forward. Falcons are almost running into each other here. TRK has to pirouette 180. Killers underneath on the 50. This is the most ground
Pick
play.
up as well.
And we've seen that toe popper. TRK happy that there wasn't anything ridiculous that he had to save there.
But a smothering attack, shaking up for KCorp. The backward defended by Killers, but this looks like overtime flipped on its head.
Whoa.
Where Team Falcons had all the pressure. Now KCorp has Team Falcons all the way on their back line. Rebound saved!
Falcons find ways to keep the ball out of the net. TRK protects his own boost. Drawley not gonna get the 50. Atto will be forced back. Vatira misses his boost.
Great.
TRK will get it.
Got the boost steal as well, TRK. Gonna get out of dodge now, Rawas. Back to a 50, into the corner. Vatira, no boost, won't get there in time. Does get some help from Drawley. KCorp have made it out of their half.
Atto waiting to see when Ross gives it up. That touch from Killers. Almost killed that push, but they do a great job shuffling the rotation to the opposite side. Falcons will push back immediately. Good recognition of space. Decent so far. It's a free ball. Killers avoids one. Forced in the corner. Vatira's getting caught by Ross. The shot's too weak and Vatira recovers.
And that's the trademark Team Falcons play, the fake off the corner. KCorp have seen that many times. Didn't fall for it that time.
Atto, just a pot shot. He wants that boost. He'll get it. Drawley was hoping for a play his way, but Atto retains possession for KCorp. Looking for Vatira somewhere. Vatira picks his moment, but Roas is waiting for him. Vatira still keeps behind the ball. Demo for Killers. Vatira, a little awkward, but saves his dodge and forces it through to you, so Falcons stack up there. Full belief that they had that goal.
And the pass across, it was a good idea, but TRK was a little too far away, but somehow Roas is able to thread through the KCorp defense.
Well, this was yo-yoing laterally, and it bounces perfect. That bounce off the corner, perfectly out into space. Vatira had no boost. There was nothing he could do.
And that was the big problem for KCorp. There were no boosts, sitting on the back wall. No one was able to get up there, get out there and challenge. And that let Team Falcons back in this game.
KCorp have not had the kind of pressure that we saw in game one. That onslaught is, well, almost turned right into Falcons' favor. KCorp still finding a way to pick up those saves. TRK back down. And life is really difficult right now for Karmine Corp. Drawley uses a lot of boost downfield, but he's not gonna get by Roas. Killers pop up again here from the midfield. Pass, shot, goal!
No hesitation from Killers. A beautiful first touch. And instead of taking it for a solo play, immediately goes for the pass. So quickly the defense had no time to adjust.
After all of that boost starving, KCorp get down the field. They try to set up, and Roas gets another perfect 50 out to Killers to set all of that up. How often, so often, it comes down to your first 50-50. Pass is denied here. Killers will pop it up and keep things in blue territory.
Team Falcons gave up a late lead before.
Roas doesn't seem like he wants to. Forced out, Killers takes the boost and steals the ball. Excellent game management here at the end of regulation, but the ball still needs to touch the ground, and it will not. Vatira finally killed to the ground. Falcons have taken the lead.
Falcons made history.
And they had gotten so close before, too, making it the whole way to the grand finals back in London when Moist won that tournament. It was a bit of a different roster, but TRK was on that roster. And finally getting the win this season, getting multiple Rocket League LAN wins. They want the World Championship. But we're gonna take a pause real quick. I love baiting the crowd and the chat.
Well, we've got a little bit of a break here as we figure out what that issue is. We appreciate everyone's patience at home. And you wonder if this might actually help out KCorp a little bit. Because after game one, it looked like this was their series. It looked like they were going to be on a roll, but Team Falcons, they bounced back, got rid of those jitters, and offensively, they have been smothering KCorp's defense, who's been caught low boost multiple times. You saw that first goal that Team Falcons were able to put in. It wasn't a crazy pass. You know, if you have any sort of boost, you could have tapped that out to the corner safely, but the player who needed to go for the ball, zero boost on the back wall, low boost in net. No one could get up. Team Falcons have been starving KCorp at those key times.
It's so tough It's so tough on defense because you not only have to manage where the ball's going, how you're managing the ball, but that makes it so easy for an offense to take your boost. So when you're under that much pressure, if you're KCorp, how do you prioritize the boost and the ball? The burning question of Rocket League of all time.
Kickoff going the way of Team Falcons there. KCorp known for their kickoffs, but it's Team Falcons who make it work.
Nobody's ready for this for KCorp. Vatira racing back. Atto stays flat. Maybe a miscommunication.
Yeah, it must have been because you saw Atto. He's in a spot, maybe thinking Vatira was going to go. They probably both thought the other player had it.
That is not a mistake you want to make in a World Championship semifinal in front of this crowd. KCorp need to pull something out right now. Because Falcons have not only stunted their offense and crushed their defense, but they've also silenced this crowd. TRK won't stop rolling!
Fitting that Charlie might be the one to get him back into it. Vatira, the shot on target, forcing the rebound. You can see Killers racing in, trying to get that demo from behind. But Drawley's been speedy, and he steadies the ship for KCorp.
It's been a little bit since KCorp were able to find Falcons' net. Sometimes that's all it takes to open the floodgates. Drawley racing, but he's not going to catch TRK. TRK back up. Atto 50, but it's Killers just high. And Drawley actually kicks it away. That made Vatira awkward. And again, little things are plaguing KCorp right now on their transitions. Drawley will get a big clear downfield with Atto getting a slight bump. That helps knock Killers off his line. This will buy a little time for KCorp to get set up. Roas gets demoed! Killers stops it through the smoke!
How did he see? Does he have X-ray vision?
He just had belief. Drawley just out by TRK. Atto's missed the ball, but Killers doesn't have any boost. Vatira neither. And it's forced back downfield. Drawley will make sure that TRK doesn't get a sniff of his boost. Drawley gets a chance downfield. Wants to chase it down, but he will not get it. Falcons return fire. Vatira makes the save.
Vatira, nice save there, making it look routine. Drawley, not much boost to get up to 50 this, but the defense didn't know that. Roas still getting that mid boost.
That was an interesting little bump up to the ceiling there from Atto. Roas taking his space. Passes to the twin. Atto steals it. TRK gets in the way. A lot of free time.
No one's up.
Space. Drawley off the ceiling. Reset. No one's around. Tried to give it to Atto, but Killers wisely kept that up, kept it close. And Atto was forced the whole way back to the wall. Drawley gives him space.
Atto going for 50. It went above TRK. Leaks out into the middle. Drawley will punch it up the gut.
Ross falls down quickly. Him and Killers kind of tie each other up. TRK buys him plenty of time. Killers races and gets the clear. Should be a free ball for KCorp, but Roas is hunting for it. Killers, TRK, Atto diving for the stop. And Vatira back out to the corner.
Had to save it off his own backboard. That can be risky if there's a shooter, but that was the only option. And it was enough to deny this attack. But Vatira misreads the touch, does get a 50 on it. Roas also bumped by Vatira.
Drawley just got bumped by Vatira again. Drawley gets bailed out by Atto, but there's no boost on KC. Atto has 2 boosts. Drawley has 6. Killers forces the 50, and Vatira has to play the ball. That means Killers gets it. Or did he have to play the ball? He would have maybe got demoed. Either way, it shows you the struggle KCorp have right now. With the clear, Killers makes the stop.
And a low boost breakout. Nicely executed by KCorp. Can they get position with boost? That's the question.
KCorp just holding on right now as Falcons continue to swoop down into the blue wall. Vatira has a chance off the bar. Killers wasn't there. Atto didn't want to take it. He didn't have boost. So he takes it. Atto low. Atto 50. Roas falls down. Vatira, a little break check. Drawley sits underneath it. It's so awkward here. No boost. Drawley with the shovel. Vatira trying to clear the pavement as well, but Falcons are just stopping them. Here's one more for Atto. 2 denied. Atto has the Drawley hit. It was off target. Another shot. High. Another shot. No, he's going to play it. He plays the ball, not the boost. That gives Roas a chance out.
Roas putting that boost to work. Found Killers, who booms it out. And Team Falcons somehow managed to keep their head above water.
Oh, I felt like that chance right there. KCorp, there really wasn't much of an opening. was the best look they've had since their last goal. TRK, high pop. Vatira and Trolley work together. Keep the midfield. Trolley, touch, little awkward, and they keep it away from Atto.
Trolley can turn on this. Sees Atto in the middle, but Atto wraps around. Pinches it into the corner, low boost for Killers.
Roas full tank. Roas has been unbeatable on these 50s lately, but that's a free ball. Vatira!
This is a Vatira legacy moment. A Vatira legacy season. He's won majors, but the one that matters is the World Championship title.
They gotta hold on to this lead.
Vatira with a huge contribution towards that effort.
Here comes TRK. Reset underneath. Vatira gets in the way again. What a defensive performance. What an offensive performance in game number 4 as Trolley denied by TRK. All I gotta do is hold the lead. At 0, put it on the ground. Roas in the air. Deep pass. TRK couldn't go. It drops. KCorp ties it.
He's on the wall with no boost at all. Still able to bang that ball out and get some breathing room for KCorp. So they're starting to be able to handle that boost starvation in those critical moments and help put KCorp over the top.
If you were hoping for the match to live up to number 1 versus number 2, I think you're getting exactly what you signed up for. As a diving stop, Trolley tried for the shot. He was thwarted on the attack. Atto quickly getting there, and he wins a massive 50. Lands, but can't get the ball. Maybe wanted to try a bump instead. He wasn't successful.
Killers tried to take it to the air with space. Trolley shut that down. Vatira not going to be able to deny the corner boost, goes for bumps instead.
Roas gets bumped. Trolley this time not even going to play the ball. Atto, flick, and 2 commit. TRK has no boost. It'll take him a second to recover. Killers will buy him some time, but how much? He might need too much. The pass is cut off immediately. Atto lets it go. Vatira, no boost. It's a ball, and downfield was Roas to help Falcons get back to the blue half. Pass, not even going to connect.
Such a good idea from KCorp, everything but that last shot. KCorp, sure they're still happy with the way they're playing so far in game 5.
Killers, all of his boost, holds the reset, but just denied, opens the gap for TRK.
How did Killers do this? Beat the defense. Gets down to the ground, saves his flip to the last second, and not only that, but TRK had a premonition of where that ball was going to be.
I mean, his boost hit 0 before he even got the reset. He approached it perfectly, James. You can't ask for much more here from Killers in this series. Trolley will kick it out to the side. KCorp looking for a response. Reset. Looking to force it, and it is a free ball. Up high, Vatira leaves it, but Atto says, no way, I'm not going for that. He's not even gonna get the ball. Trolley tries to get there. Killers! Denied on the ball! Vatira can't get there! Ross! No! TRK! No!
I believe we witnessed a miracle, Jorby.
Well, the stars aligning. Well, I hope you checked your daily horoscope. Up high. Falcons not gonna get there. And Trolley gonna pop this up for Atto. Wow, nice block there as well from Vatira. Looks like Falcons were gonna win a 50. Killers does win one there and forces KCorp to boom it right back to their possession.
Huge 50 across. Killers back down to the ground, takes it to the opposite wall. The way Killers is playing, he's oozing with confidence.
Oh!
But there's the shot off the bar. It bounced off TRK's car as well. Does he see the future?
He might. Vatira gonna get the catch. And whose eye sees farther, James? Well, KCorp don't have a goal right now. And there's already 2 minutes left in the game. Atto drops it. Vatira 50, but nobody can go. Trolley has has to protect the retreat. Ross getting harassed, but he'll steal the boost and avoid the demo.
That was huge, still getting that boost. You can see Vatira now trying to get some small pads, using everything for this hit. Goes for the arc, but it's boom, straight downfield. Killers will pop it up. Drawley, 29 boost, decides to just boom this out.
Killers hit the skimmer like that. Might as well write this game off, but he does not hit it this time. He's still behind it. Back over to Roas. Hot shot denied. Vatira uses the rest of the tank. And Drawley forced to punt it away again. And here we go, where KCorp are in punt mode.
Oh, and that's 2 going for KCorp. TRK had some help from Roas trying to bump the last defender, but KCorp again wiggle out of it.
Demo for Drawley. Gives some space to Vatira. Roas is on the ceiling. He thought Vatira was going up. Now he will. After Roas goes down, TRK takes the high and gets the 50.
Drawley, low boost 50, pops straight up. Vatira will be airborne, tries to drop it down to Atto, does find it, but Atto is bumped off the ball.
Killers sizes up Vatira's 50. Couldn't find the right mark. Whoa, Drawley racing in, a bit of a miscom again. Atto wanted to play the 50. Maybe a little antsy here at the end of the game. Looking for a goal, a demo in beneath. Here's the shot from the fake. Drawley saved by Killers. Ross will not allow a rebound.
I don't believe my eyes.
TRK earlier, Killers this time. Falcons defense is held, and they'll need to do it again. Atto gets the boost steal. Drawley gets deleted. Atto hopes Ross can hit it into him, but hope is all he's gonna get. Vatira underneath, 10 seconds. Vatira shot, but Killers recovered. Drawley can't find the touch, he lets it go, that gives them space. Atto, pass, no, it's done. Falcons will put it down. Falcons, one more to the ground.
It's been looking different these past few games, but maybe this is the turning point for Karmine Corp.
Can Karmine Corp flip the script? Or will Falcons find a way to demolish the blue wall? TRK, a 50 pass, another shot, a little high. Vatira doesn't have to go. It's a clear, but don't worry if you're a Falcons fan, TRK is there.
Cameraman playing tricks. Team Falcons will not get one up that easy.
Killers, an MVP, world-class MVP performance in this tournament and in this series. Trying to get this set up, but KCorp will get a clear downfield. TRK, not a lot of boost, couldn't keep the ball tight. Roas gets demoed behind Killers. TRK posts himself up. Still holding on to this corner. In the scrum, Killers comes out of it, stuffed by Atto. Atto boosting, gets another one, back to Drawley, denied by Roas.
KCorp, they've started the game well. They're having possession, keeping the pace of play high. Now possession back in the hands of Vatira. Vatira's shooting has been a little bit off. You hold Vatira to such a high standard, and they need top tier Vatira right now.
Oh, Atto to Drawley, but the 50 can't put it through. A double save, one from Roas, one from TRK. Roas with no boost. Vatira doesn't even want him to get a snip of the ball. Atto's forced to drop it. Killers was right in his face.
Roas in reverse. We'll leave it for TRK. TRK. Now Vatira, big boom downfield.
Oh, Atto was the whole way down there. Ready to receive. No bump on TRK. He's forced to get down to the ground. Drawley sees Roas and bumps him off the ball. But Vatira, a touch, it goes right into TRK. Demo on the back end forces Drawley to play some defense, and he does well enough, and a good catch here from Vatira, but KCorp keep getting stuffed at Falcons third. Maybe this is a chance. The shot denied.
Killers hanging out on the post. Makes the stop. But a demo in the corner. It's out. But Roas zips in and saves the day once more.
It comes in at the last second. Roas, no boost. 50 out to the side. Killers wins that first touch. Drawley protects his own boost. And Vatira brings it down. He's got a little space. TRK steals the midfield. Drawley doesn't care. He's got boost to support Vatira. Atto also sitting close behind. Now he's ready, up off the ceiling with the reset. And it drops right underneath second man. It's Vatira again, forced to buy time for KCorp.
The demo and both players getting boost. This could be good for KCorp.
Oh!
Vatira shot, again saved by Roas.
Oh, that came down for free for Vatira, and Roas saves the day again. That's 2 crucial saves for Roas in Game 6.
Off the bounce. Went up high, Killers. Has it over to Ruas. Off the ceiling, reset. Not sure if he got it. Wasn't able to make the play work. Killers with a quick catch, turns. And Vitira sends it back into the corner.
For all that we've talked about him, James, Trolley, we haven't really said his name in a while. He's been quiet, and the demo opens it up! If you can't beat him, delete him!
Break the glass! Hit the panic button if you're Karmine Corp!
A minute 39 left in this tournament for the hometown heroes. The crowd knows it. Trying to pump energy into these three players. Falcons. Here they go again. Killers trying to find a bump on the back wall. Atto, desperate for a clear. Trolley, desperate for demos. He gets one. Atto needed boost, but Roas tracked him the whole way. That touch actually gives it up to Killers. You can't give him the ball with the way he's looking. Another demo as well from Roas. Or not a demo from TRK. Roas takes the ball. Downfield, there's no boost, so he can't turn. He's got to play defense. Trolley been doing that a lot. Wait a minute. Pass! Shot! Saved off the buzzer! The world Roas!
The crossbar is Vitira's nemesis!
Now surely one of those is going to bounce in. Vitira gets a demo on TRK. 50. Here's Atto. Up high. Killers drops it. Oh, KCorp, we're all posted up. Vitira looking for Trolley. Trolley back over to Atto. No boost. Back to Trolley. Trolley on the post! TRK! TRK saved!
What are we witnessing, Jorby?
No one can score!
The post! The crossbar! It's 5v3!
Trolley denied Atto. It's a race for the ball. Killers smokes him. 10 seconds. Vitira. Trolley has to wait. Trolley sizes it up. He bumps Roas. Atto. He loses it. Time is out. Time is over. The ball's still in the air. Trolley. Dropper. Falcons to the grand finals.
Team Falcons already...
The Falcons have done what seemed impossible here and taken out the blue wall, but we still have claps because that was a heck of a good game over Rocket League. But the first thing you said to me was, I'm tired. And I'm tired from watching that too. Walk me through how intense that series was for you and your team.
احكي لك اول شغله انت حكيت له اياها انه انت اول شغله حكيت له اياها انه انت تعبان فاحكي لنا على كميه التعب والشغل اللي مريتوا فيه واشتغلتوا عليه خلال هاي المباراه لانه بينت انه مباراه صعبه جدا.
بصراحه اول شيء الحمد لله. ثانيا الصراحه فريق كارمن فريق كبير واكيد انك اذا بتخلص سيريس مع فريق كارمن لازم تتعب والحمد لله يعني قدرنا نفوز عليهم بين ارضهم وجمهورهم.
First of all, thank God we were able to win this and we were able to make it to the grand finals. And secondly, honestly, when it comes to Karmine Corp, they are a very, very strong team. And the fact that we were able to overcome them at the end, you're always going to end up exhausted at the end of that series. So yeah, there you have it.
Well, now I'm curious because on your home turf at the last tournament, EWC, KCorp beat you guys. Did it feel extra special to beat them on their home turf?
حسيت انه بما انه كارمين كور هزموكم في ارضكم المره الماضيه فهل بتحس انه انتم فزتوا عليهم المره هاي بارضهم شعور مختلف؟
بصراحه شعور ممتع انك تفوز والجمهور مو كله ضدك بس يعطيهم الالعاب يعني صراحه يعطون جو وحمسونا ان نفوز على فريقهم والحمد لله يعني.
Being able to beat Karmine Corp, I mean, in France, among their fans, is definitely something special. And I have to say, like, the fans did kind of push us more and more. We did want to get this win, especially here and now.
Well, you guys got it. And I've got to say, you've been in a grand finals and won one not too long ago in Raleigh. But now you're in the grand finals of the World Championships. All I have to ask is, has it sunk in yet? Have you realized where you now stand?
حكى لك انتم حققتوا اللقب في بطولة في ميجر رالي، لكن انتم هلا في نهائيات البطولة العالمية. فإنه هل انت مصدق مثلا انه انت متواجد بهاي اللحظة في هاي البطولة؟ هل مخك يعني مستوعب اللي عم بيصير حاليا؟
لا صراحة ماني مصدق إني بنهائي الوورد، أكبر بطولة في تاريخ اللعبة. هذا كان حلم، وإن شاء الله باقي one more ونحققها.
Honestly, no, like, I still can't fathom that I'm basically in the grand finals of the World Championship, the biggest tournament of the year, the biggest tournament in the history of the competition. Of course, it's the World Championship, but the job's not done. There's still one series to go.
That is true. One series to go. They are in the grand finals of the World Championships. Put it together for the Falcons.